Kunjani impela. Mr. Tolest.
Tawaza Kwako, how are you?
I'm fine. Thank you. Wow. Okay.
I am well, thank
We
you.
kind
Do
of
you need me to open up my camera or am I fine like this?
you're okay like this, unless you wish to be seen. You're fine to me like that.
No, I'm fine. So, in my story goes back to, and I hope that my story will open up teachings to the people on this live. It's
Mm,
that time of the year where Izangoma are literally doing things to get Amatwasa, and it's just that time of the year where you will think you are supposed to go for initiation and you are not, and bona they are out
mm,
there doing their own things, but that's another story for another day. So my
mm,
story goes back to, I'm just going to summarize everything in forms, but I'm going to try and make it make sense to everyone so that everyone comes
mm.
out with a lesson out of my story.
Yes,
So
please.
my story comes back from, I think when we had a conversation with you and I, this was in 2023, around the month of October.
Mm.
That's when I had the conversation with you. And you had another lady on the live. And on that particular day, you you opened up a scripture. That's how you were doing
Oh,
your readings at that time. So you opened up
yeah.
a scripture, and that scripture led to, I can't remember what was the verse, or but it said something along the lines of, I was clothed with a cloth of something that was cut from something that was not of me, meaning
Oh,
ukuthi
yeah.
ngembathiswe ingubo that was not of me, to
Mm.
resemble something that represents whoever it is that I'm going to be submitting under, if I'm putting it
Yes.
correct. So meaning ukuthi ugobela wami ungimbathise ingubo, so that
Mm.
whatever it is that I do, it summons to whatever lento yena ayithathile.
Yo.
If I remember very well. That's exactly what you said.
Mm.
So it goes back to 15, 20 years ago when I went for a consultation. In fact, I wasn't even going for consultation because you know how it is. Makuzoshadwa ekhaya, fanele kube nezinto zokucleaner. And I was there with my grand to help her because my grand was old. So my purpose of being there, Gamkulu Loyo, was to basically get instructions so that I can remember because I was young. So you say, okay, lo siyacleana ngawo, lo siyachela at this particular time, lo senzani, lo senzani. And in the
Mm.
midst of that, then umkhulu then did a consultation of me to say ukuthi why bangalungiseli mina, because kunesikhwama ekumele ngiyosilanda. And mind you, we don't know these things ekhaya, you know. And I
Mm.
didn't know at the time what this man was talking about. And he said, he further went on to say that something was done to me whereby I was given something, and this thing is eating me up, and it's sort of like islwane, and I need to come back so that I can impalaz and. Can I tell you now that when I went to that man to go and do the ceremony of impalaz, or the ritual, literally something like a lizard came out in two pieces. Like you could see this is a head, you could see this is the tail. I'm telling you now, I was so sick. I was so sick for the next 3 weeks. It felt as if a part of me was removed from my bladder, if I may put it
Mm.
that way.
Mm.
So, fast forwarding to then, um, I then started going to church because now I'm trying to run away from this thing because I don't even understand what this
Yo,
thing.
man.
I went to a church and and things started happening, good things happening, good things, good things, good things. Eventually, this thing came back when now I went for another consultation, I think 5 years later after that,
Mm.
where I was asked, Uti, where is my prayer garment or whatever?
Mm.
Mind you, we don't know these things, we don't understand these things, and only to find out that my grandmother was taken out of initiation to do istunywa by her brothers decades ago, and
Mm.
she never told that story. She only told that story only when these things were now happening to me, where now I'm starting to see certain things and whatever the case may be. Fast forward to 2021 now. It's now 20 years later.
Mm-hmm.
I'm now, in my 30s. I'm working well. Everything is going well. I'm starting to have these dreams. I can't interpret them. I don't understand them. And everywhere I go, I would literally be walking at a mall, and a particular lady or man would come to me and say, "Do you know if ungalungisa umdawo wakho, you would be so far in life?" And I didn't understand what is this mdawo thing. I honestly didn't understand it. I honestly did not even understand it. And I did not even want to do research about it because I don't even know what that is. And then it kept on happening. I think 2 or 3 times I was stopped by someone at the mall to give me that information. Eventually, I went and I saw someone and they said, yes, you have to go and fetch his kwama and what. And then they started unfolding everything for me and explaining to me, Guti, this kwama, it's this, it's that, it's this and that, and this and the other. And then things started happening. Eventually went to KZN, told my dad. My dad was like, I don't want you to be initiated in Joburg because it's all about money. Let's go and look for someone in KZN who will identify the problem and help us. Wuti, how do we then help you?
Yeah.
We had a family meeting and it was arranged that, okay, we'll go with my dad to see someone and we're just going to go there as if we are just there to check. We're not telling them anything. We just want to see if they're going to be able to pick it up, which they did. And they told my dad and they're like, "Lomntwana faneka hambe ayowenza 1 or 2 or 3, but unfortunately I won't be able to help your son because into ingane yakho it's very delicate inzima and abantu ahamba nabo bazongihlula in the end. So can I refer you to someone who might know better, who might be able to do better?" And we went to KZN with my dad and went to this lady. And this is now my Kobel I'm speaking of now. This is like a year later.
Right.
This is now fast forward, this is now 2022, around May. We go to KZN. I drive after work. I drive down to KZN and Friday after work, get there early hours of the morning. In the morning, we go to this lady. And this lady then says, she says whatever. She picks up whatever. And, she, like how we normally go for consultation. And she picks up and she says all these things, and which made sense, and, I believed her. And then she tells my dad, she's like, "No, faneke kwenziwe umsebenzi for ingane because there was a lot of things between imbeleko yakhe nani and nomsebenzi asisave. There was a lot of things, so you need to fix that before he comes in for initiation." Which my dad did. My dad came to Gauteng, kwahlatshwa izimbuzi ukuthi kuyaxoliswa ukuthi whatever that nashintsha isibongo, siyashweleza na imali, whatever the case may be. That process was done. And then now it's time for me to go back to KZN to be initiated. I get to KZN, the process is done. I'm covered in a cloth, how they always do. I'm given things that are burning, and they are trying to figure out to go to Banlehlos. Can I tell you that because I don't know these things, I don't even know what was supposed to happen. Because my mom says that the only thing that you were doing, you were just burping. You did not say anything. You did not speak any word. But this woman insisted that we keep you there, that she keeps you there, and we'll do the process again during the week or whatever. And my dad and my mom were like, okay. And my mom says, it's very funny because now that things are coming out, this woman, when we were leaving with your father, she said to me, "Isithunywa salomntwana siphakeme ngale ndlela isimanga." So I'm surprised, why would she do a ceremonious tunya individually when she had already picked it up? Why didn't she do everything together? Why did you have to spend so much money to do a ceremony separately from Ubungo?
Why?
So I did Indwaso, which I spent close to 30,000, if not more. I did Istunya, which I spent close to 30,000, if not more. And
separately.
Upotula, I think I spent something like close to 90,000, if not more. And mind you, umgidi wa Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Faneke kube khona utshwala for abantu Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I think my dad gave me something like 40,000. I managed to save something like 35,000. And then there were other monies from other family members, which amounted to close to 100,000, which went to the ceremony. Ngaphuma ngahlala KZN ngasebenza abantu. People were coming. I was able to consult. I was able to do things because at the end of the day, I was not going for initiation to learn how to hlola. This is in me. It was now activated. I'm now able to connect and do whatever. Fast forward 3 months down the line, indumba ivalekile, no one is coming in, and something says to me, you need to go back to Joburg. You need to go back to your maternal side. And on top of that, okay, before we get to that part, then I met you. Then I joined Alive and you did a reading for me. And certain things were discussed. You say, Wembatiswe Ingubo. I can't remember that verse. I wish I could go back to that verse. But Wembatiswe Ingubo and so forth and so forth and so forth and so forth. And that thing stuck with me for the longest of time. And I told my dad, and I'm like, things are not going well. I think we need to go and see someone. The first thing that man said was, number one, Lento itwasile, you're not even supposed to do that because number one, when umntwana wamakhosi wena, let's just start there. So why would you be initiated utogoza when you have no business nezinto zakasoshangani? Because you're supposed to wenze izinto zagini. You understand? So Gogo, everything, fast forward, then that man said to me, I'm going to give you an assignment. Go back to Joburg, find someone, go as if you're going to consult. Let's see if they're going to say the same thing that I said or follow up on the same things that I said. And guess what? That's exactly what I said, what that man said. He said, and number one, awungenwanga ugogo wena, awusugogo wena. Njengoba abantu ke bathi gogo wena ungenwe ikhehla wena. So it comes back to now we need to identify where's the problem. So one, that lady initiated me into a wrong. Two, she said ukuthi mina umgogo ongenile umuntu ozala ubaba, which was not even true. Because I never came up with that name. I never said mina I'm Gogo Mavis. I was never in a trance. I never gave that information. So how did we get to a point where ubiza abazali bomntwana, umntwana udla intwaso uyaliphuza uyaliphalaza, and then you say ugogo Mavis lo? How did you get to that name? When? How? When that Gogo Mavis you're talking about was alive 2 years ago, because my grand died 2021, I think, after COVID. So how are you naming me? So now, that's why I'm saying that we don't know these things. You can't ask questions of things that you don't know about. So you just follow procedure as it is. Fast forward, Gogo, everything goes well. I do the necessary cleansings and I've never spoken to my Kobela. It's been 3 years now. We've never spoken with her. There's a lot of other things that she did that got us to a point where we are now enemies. Which I'm not even going to get into. But the moral of the story is that I'm now at a point where I now had to start from the beginning to find out who is now this person that I'm supposed to be initiated for. And guess what? Kuvela umkhulu ozala ugokwam, which is my grandmother's father from my mother's side. A tall white man. He was half white, half black. He's a tall white. That's why I'm also known as the tallest chef, because I'm super tall. I literally bend by the door. That's how tall I am. So he's a tall white man who used to ride a horse, and umuntu wayeyigedla. He did not initiate anywhere. Wayeyigedla elapha abantu ngemithi, this and this and this and that and the other. So makavela umkhulu kimi, I think uvele once or twice. And the second time when he spoke to me in a language that I didn't understand, but in the dream, it felt like it was Afrikaans. So that's why I'm assuming that he was a Dutchman or something along those lines. Because if you look at my grandmother's pictures, you see a lady who's half white and half colored.
Yes.
So it now comes back to, I've even gotten to a point where my great-grandfather, who's this man now, my grandfather's father, was given land by the white back in the days. I've even set foot on that land. You could see but they are not of use. But you can see there used to be houses, and there's one more house. There's one guy that's staying there who's looking after the that piece of land that's still there. That's how much as fires have gone. And I'm just busy with cleansings now, and when the time is right, they will come back and tell me what is it that they're supposed to do. I've been trying to find you. This is my second TikTok account. I'm like, oh my god, where is this woman? I don't even know her name. I'm like, oh my god, Ugoko Upi, Angimtoli. And now that I'm scrolling today, I'm just scrolling. I see you alive. I'm like, there she is.
There she
is, and it's really sad that we go through these things and we don't get to speak about them, and
well, I mean, this is huge that you come on. It's precisely because they Amakosi and probably royalty of that Dutch lineage or European or Caucasian lineage of sorts. Isikhwama lesi lokhu sakhonjwa kudala, that medicine bag isikhwama mhlampe sakhe lo wizard or the alchemist from the European lineage, the tall one. So he's precisely bringing you now because maybe it's ready, it's time to move things forward. But your case is very interesting for this live and for me to talk about, precisely because I'm also drafting the fourth book, which is specifically about Intwaso, and I was shocked at myself that I was struggling to finish a chapter that talks about what are some of the absolute non-negotiables when it comes to a Gobela and a Twasa, right? And I was stuck just at saying, no sex with the Twasa and the basics, but there's so many problems. So these sessions like this are very helpful to jog my memory about certain things. But your particular case, I want to address it fully and to give you the full remedies of what you need to do. And so I'm asking people who are present in the live who are interested in how you deal with interracial ancestry and how you deal with ukumukela isikhwama from an ancestor, and also how you deal with ukwethula isithwalo, intwaso yesithwalo uma ngabe umuntu ekuthwasisa amadlozi ongawazi njengo-Mavis njengabazi, ekuthwasisa noma yini nje ayithandayo, uphume wena ephehlweni usukhipha imali kodwa uphuma nento ongayazi. And then also ngizokhuluma ngokuthi what is the whole thing about impande amagobongo and what kulandelana kanjani. It's coming out in the book, all of it, and the book is close. It's in a month or so it'll be out, so that wonke umuntu osebenza indaba yentwaso nje, whether you are a Gobela or uyotwasa or watwasa kwanjani kulungiseka kanjani yonke leyo nto. It's a 500-page exploration and definitions and all of that. But ngizoqala la. I'm glad that you found me. Ngizoqala la. Now thola a notebook and pen so that you can take down these things, because I'm going to give you solutions to some of those things. They don't just happen to you. They happen to a lot of people. And abanye abantu abazi ukuthi kunabelungu ey'dalweni zabo nasemadlozini abo. And because babuka isikhumba sakhe umuntu ukuthi I'm dark or I'm browner than white, and or I've never been told of white, whatever. But actually the mixtures are more common than you might think. And then ngizoya futhi nakhona I'll go to that lendaba yokuthi what is it ukuthwasa idlozi and what is it ukuthwasa amakhosi noma umuntu owukhosi, and also the stages of amakhosi abafani. They are not the same status, the same levels. Ubukhosi belokhuzana, ubukhosi nje besizwe of a certain clan. So I think the first one is uh, um, something that Uzamri mentions here, which is that uthi yena bengafanele uthwase kwakufanele uhlanjululwe imoya. So this is not a negotiable. Anyway, whether somebody is going through the initiation process or not, when you are giving them a treatment, whether it's a treatment of a particular problem they have, or it is an initiation process that you're starting them on, you must vele cleanse them. You must do the relevant shadow work. You must clean them. So uklambulula imoya does not necessarily mean that you cannot then go through uktwasa because that's all you needed. It's possible that there was a process of initiation necessary, but yena wavele wakuxambukisa eyintweni without actually first clean amakhizane and remove any kind of family chaos from your energy. So yeah, ngizoqala la ukuthi the first thing ukuthi uhlangane. Angithi manje umuntu uma ngabe umisa uyomngenisa ephehlweni uyophahla ukudla, uyophahla amagobongo, uyophahla impande, whatever mpande, whether it's just imimoya or idlozi or amakhosi. So uma ngabe umuntu ezophahla edla umuthi omnika wona ukuthi uhlaliswe kahle imoya yakhe, leyo mithi leyo uzoyidla kanjani? Abakubo bamfuna kubo, abasekhaya konina bamfuna ekhaya konina, uzowadlela kuphi lawo magobongo lawo? And iziphi idalwa ezobe zidla lamagobongo? Iziphi idalwa ezimbizayo? Lezi zidalwa ezimbizayo zihlezi phakathi kwamadlozi azwana nayo noma bazwani, ngoba phela uma kukhona inhlawulo azenziwe, amacala awageziwe, ngeke beze behlangana abantu abadala bezodla okhanjeni olulodwa behlakazeke bebheke le nale. So the first thing that you need to do without even knowing whether or not kwaloywa kwathakathwa or kunemithi or kuneyilwane or kunani nani is indaba yokuhlanganisa nje abantu abadala, meaning your DNA itself. Your DNA has to be in harmony. Your DNA, your maternal bloodline with your paternal bloodlines, they have to be in harmony, which means that you have to first go through the family history to know that there is no conflict between the mother line and the father line, and to know that there's no crimes committed by the mother line to the father line and vice versa. Because you are the one individual that is inhabiting both bloodlines and who's going to be taking part in the food of the body, which is impande. The food of the body is going to be eaten by whom? At which table? How are you going to make those people come to eat if they are not in harmony, if there are crimes between them, if there are conflicts and rivalry between them, right? So the first thing you need to do is to create a balanced family of the two bloodlines, and they become a blended family of both bloodlines. In order to do that, you've got to first pay for their crimes, and you've got to first pay for their debts between them. Whether you know them or not, you can randomize them and do one thing that is going to bring harmony. And all you're doing as a Gobela in that situation is you're creating a group of people who can sit at the same table through this individual that you're treating, and that individual can eat on their behalf, and they'll be able to swallow whatever they're eating because they've resolved their conflicts. You've been the mediator, and you've presented inhlawulo zakhona namacala akhona. So I suggest as a blanket solution, a blanket treatment, ukuthi before you even go to a chosen Gobela or a self-elected Gobela or whoever you are led to be your Gobela, know that you as an individual and your family are responsible for cleaning the house of the ancestors of you before you go to actually start the engineering of Intwaso, before you begin because isangoma ezamanje futhi ke nje ngeke size sikuhlalise the length of time that you need to do the shadow work ukuthi uzokungenisa ephehlweni lakhe and start you from the proper start of cleaning you up, cleaning your ancestries, making sure your lokuzana amasiko akho enziwe njengeimbeleko, njengamanhlawulo yonke leyo nto leyo, making sure ukuthi the ancestors are in harmony ngokuthi indleko zabo ikhokhiwe ngapha nangapha, making sure ukuthi uyazi ukuthi kunabelungu namandiya nabantu and they must be brought to harmony. Akekho ugobela osebenza leyo nto, akekho, kodwa it's a prerequisite. It's a prerequisite to any kind of initiation before eqalisa nje wokuthi ehlanganisa imoya yakho. So I suggest ukuthi you prepare 316 eggs as a holistic blanket remedy. And that remedy, it is to say what? It is to say, with this sacrifice, I am presenting this to the ancestral court and to the divine court, the cosmic court, the universal court, at whatever level of court, to ask that among my maternal bloodlines and my paternal bloodlines, from the beginning of time to this moment, I am asking that all debts be paid, that all crimes be atoned for, and that all rivalry be ended. And I would like to ask that any and all energies and entities that are not of my genuine bloodlines, in truth, according to my creation, be expelled from myself and my ancestors. And that kind of request, that kind of ask, is asking for ukuthi ufake ushiposhi kuyo yonke inyakanyaka yento, whether ilwane or ipokwe or yini, whatever is non-human, whatever is not of your bloodlines, whatever is not of truth of the creation, your creation, according to how your creator created you, must be expelled, must be disentangled, disengaged, and you must be separated from it. So it must all be separated from you. And what is left should only be your authentic bloodlines, maternal and paternal, according to how your creator created you. And this is past, present, and future. Uyazihlambulula from the core to the universe of anything that might be written in record in your name, your ancestor's name, on both sides of mother, father. And you are now rewriting according to the beginning, according to your creation, so that it is restored to and reset to the authentic bloodlines. So any mutations, like the lizard that you, Owaipalaza, that is split in two, and any implants or mutations or things that were ingested in you or your ancestors, or my vaccinations and all these alien entities that would be in your system, which innately are going to interfere with ukukhuphuka kwemoya, because as imoya ikhuphuka, there's also a disturbance and an activation of ikelemi and my entities and all things that are in your blood that should not be there. That's the whole point of uphehla itwasa, is to detoxify them of everything that will block them from being receptive to energy and to their calling and everything. So that 316 eggs is a do-all and finish-all, and you ask that the harmony and atonement, payment of debt, ceasing of ceasefire, basically, of any conflict, that is going to take care ukuthi abelungu mhlambe badle ngulogogo, mhlambe kwakuyisebenzi sasekhaya. How did that lineage get born? Kwesinye isikhathi kuhlukumezekekile, and so on and so forth. So those are part of debts and crimes and rivalries. Rivalries, it's people that were fighting over land, people that were fighting over, wives and in marriages and whatever those conflicts. Every conflict with the 316, you are atoning and balancing, and we are tulisa. Ubethule neikali. Some of them died in wars and magans and mkonto and so on. And ask ukuthi every alien foreign energy that should not be a blanket over us and my ancestors, my clan, my nation, I relieve it and I release it, only to leave a reset, pure lineage and ancestry that is in balance and in harmony. Suqedile-ke lapho usuzowashaya lesitsheni all 316, wahlanganisela ukuthi manje you're going to be able to scoop 1 cupful, put it aside and cook that and eat that. Then you'll take 1 cupful, put it in samu or in your space for a night or two, ungawambozi, and then you're going to have the rest. The rest, you can portion it, maybe some wafake ebhakede namanzi ucele, or ugezeke kodwa. Kufuneka kube khona owadlayo from this mixture. Kube khona ingxenye ozoyipheka uyidle, kube khona ingxenye ozoyibeka emsamo for 2 nights. Le ngxenye enkulu esalayo uzobe usuyigeza ngayo, ugeze ngayo emzimbeni, ugeze ngayo emfuleni, ebhavini, eshaweni, wherever. Masuqedile, then usuzokhanyisa indlela yakho ke manje, because you've reset your factory settings and your ancestors' factory settings. Once you've reset, usuzokhanyisa ibani, and those candles can be 5 yellow candles standing for ancestors. They can be 5 blue or purple candles, because unamakosi, purple is actually better than blue. And then you have 7 white candles. So masukezile wadla wabeka emsamo, then ukhulekela lamakhandlela and say the same things, wakhanyise avuthe lapho, ungabusawathinta, avuthe azayithulela, azayicimele, and then you're done. And right, okay, that's the sort of big, huge, holistic, multi-ancestry, multi-racial, conflict, multi-rivalry kind of thing that you do as a blanket treatment. Because to go step by step, one by one, kusho ukuthi uyohlala ephehlweni lesangoma for 3 years. And the first year just being you balancing all of the things that you need to balance before you even start amakobongo, right? So once you've balanced in that way and you've basically scrubbed yourself clean and scrubbed your ancestors clean, which these eggs are going to do, you're going to be resetting a lot of things. So kuzoba, it'll take a toll for the resetting to happen, right? And you should expect that there's a revolution that's going to be happening inside your systems, right? And then the second important thing to know is that uma ngabe kuthiwa wembethe, wembethe, and whether wembethe isithwalo or wembethe ingubo owazalwa uyimbathile, which is a birth veil, which is being born on call. That means that you have a calling. That means that you are a specific, you have a specific signature on you, which is a signature for sangomas and people that are special missioned people. It could be that your istunya is great and high and everything. It could be that you have ubungoma. It could be many things. But the thing of having iskwama, right, in your particular case, once you've done the balancing of the ancestries and paid their debts and crimes and so on, what you want to do then is wemugela, iskwama, is to take and accept and cleanse the medicine bag. So here are the three things that will help you to successfully receive the bag, clean it, and thank them for it, and then begin to use it. You don't need to go twasa to be a nyanga or to accept a nyanga ancestor's work as your work, right? So it's like transferring a clinic or an office from a deceased person who had a clinic or who had a chemist, and now they're handing you over that chemist, and that chemist has their specific recipes and medicines and knowledge and everything else. So for you to take over the clinic or to take over the chemist, you need to make an offering of imbuzi by tradition. Imbuzi equivalent of eggs is 18 eggs. So ukwemukela nje isikhwama kokuqala is 18 eggs. Ukhuluma ngawo lo 18 eggs, usho ukuthi ngale lamaqanda lawa ngemukela isikhwama somuntu omdala. You don't have to go giving names of Mangobese or Umkulu Umhlabuyalingana or whatever it is, because you don't have to know the name of the person, but you know when you know, right? So whoever is umuntu omdala onginikeza isikhwama wakithi wesizwe sakithi wegazi lami, wenze sure ukuthi you're doing that, because awufuni kwemukela noma yikuphi emkhathini whatever is giving you, you know, imsebenzi ongayidingi, but you need to be specific in that you say ukuthi owegazi lami wesizwe sakithi sokukhanya ongipha umsebenzi nesigodlo sobunyanga nesikhwama, nansi inkomo engemukela ngayo, I'm receiving and accepting with this, ngemukela ngayo nganansi inkomo. Ukhuluma phezu kwamaqanda kanjalo, maqeda washaye lamaqanda wahlanganise lamaqanda, bese kufanele kube khona owadlayo, kube khona ombekela yena lo ukhuluma naye emsamu. Ungakhanyisa ke isibani noma ukhanyisa isibani esihlaza, that is green, and ukhanyise izibani embili ezi-yellow ezimele abantu abadala, bese ke ukhanyise maqeda ukuyeke kanjalo, lokho okudla kwakho umbekele emsamu, umbekele kanjalo. And then you don't have to wash with those eggs, but wenzela yena, uyabika kuyena ukuthi uyemukela. Then bese ulokhuzana wemukela, bese njalo usihlambulula lesi sikhwama ke manje, this office or this chemist, ngoba awazi noma ubesebenza bekhona imithi eminyama beyisebenzisa or khona amaphutha enzeka ngesikhathi esebenza, mhlambe welapha abantu bagcina beshonile wangakwazi ukuhlambulula labo bantu. Ziningi ke, akusho ukuthi umuntu onesikhwama usihlambulula ngoba kade ebulala abantu ngaso, no, not necessarily. Sometimes kunezifo namasiko angenzeki njengoba nje umuntu esuke ephile esebenza agcine angakwenzi ukuhlambulula. So ufuneke masusemukelile with these 18 eggs udlulise noma u9 days, and then usuzomisa inkomo ngokwesizulu ke kuye kube ukuthi usihlambulula ngembuzi, but kungenzeka kube isikhwama samakhosi noma kube inyanga eyayisebenza phansi kwenkosi, iyinyanga yenkosi noma iyinyanga yamabutho enkosi, into enjalo. So umsebenzi wakhe was of a higher station. So just to be safe, asizukusebenzisa imbuzi in this case, sizosebenzisa inkomo. Inkomo ke is equivalent of 36 eggs. So lo 36 eggs uzobukhuluma kuwona ukuthi ngale nkomo ngihlambulula umsebenzi nesikhwama saloyo umuntu omdala onginikeza umsebenzi wakhe. Ngithi ke onke amacala akhe ngale nkomo ngiyawahlambulula, nazo zonke izikweletu anazo kulesi sikhwama nemdliwa ngiyakugeza, ngiyakwethula, ngiyakuhlambulula. Ngalo 18 lo 18 uzokwazi ukuthi futhi mawusikhulumile waqeda uwahlambulula, wawashaya, wawahlanganisa, usuzokhipha inkomisho ozoyipheka lapho, futhi ukhipha inkomisho yakhe yokumbekela emsamo overnight or 2 nights. Lapho ke wena usungageza ke, because uyahlambulula, uhlambulula konke nje okumnyama nokungabhalansanga kahle, usuzogeza ke ngawo ube suhlambulula ngaphezulu. Ungenza futhi ibani, 2 yellow, 1 green, 1 white, even there you can add, and umise lezo ibani ke usugezile usuyakhanyisa ke lapho, usuwenza yonke into yakho ikhanye ikhazimule ibe yinhle. And then nalapho udlulisa insukwana mhlambe 9 days kanjalo, then usuzobonga isikhwama. So masubonga isikhwama, ungasibonga isikhwama ngembuzi. Uma uthola ukuthi isikhwama sikhulu, sinomsebenzi omkhulu, mhlawumbe sekhona amaphupho owazwile noma sekhona into oyizwayo ukuthi no, lo msebenzi lona mkhulu, ngizobonga ngenkomo not ngembuzi, then ke usebenzisa 36 eggs instead of 18 eggs, usubonga. Kodwa imvamisa imbuzi nembuzi ukuthatha isikhwama, ukusihlambulula, ukusibonga. But kuba kuwena ke, if you think that the stature of the work is higher, bese umnikeza 36 ukuthi usihlambulule bese uyabonga. La ubonga khona ukhipha u36 okuyinkomo, usho ukuthi ke ukhokho isidalwa esasisebenzisa lesi sikhwama esengisemukelile ngasigeza. Ngithi ke ngalomsebenzi ngiyakukhuthaza nsizwa, gogo, ndoda, khehla, ngoba it's not always a man just because kuyinyanga, bakhona abesifazane abasebenza umnyanga. So bese uyasho ukuthi umuntu omdala, wena mnikazi wesikhwama, ngale nkomo ngithi ngiyabonga, ngibonga umsebenzi ongipha wona ngoba uyisinkwa futhi uyinkomo kimi, uzoba izinkomo engiyodla ngazo lo msebenzi. Nansi inkomo ke engikupha yona engibonga ngakho. Lapho uma wenza lo msebenzi wokubonga, it's then up to you ukuthi what do you make offering for umuntu omdala ke, as well as the inkomo le yamaqanda uzombekela emsamo, uzopheka udle, and then awugezi ke lapho because uyabonga. And then ubese mhlambe ke uma ubonga uzwa ukuthi bonga ngokuthi you are doing, ngoba nje mhlambe yours is a Caucasian, mhlambe usumenzela a spirit of sorts, like a whiskey or a brandy or port or whatever, mhlawumbe makuwumuntu wakwaZulu mhlawumbe uyezwa ukuthi it was someone ejabula ngotshwala besiZulu, usungamenzela utshwala besiZulu, umbekele-ke manje umdekele itafula lokubonga kahle kahle. So that is not a standard, there's not a standard recipe or list of things. It's up to you. How do you want to give thanks for this person who's seen it fit that you take this work on and do and he will teach you. Now, ukumukela isikhwama is not just there's some kind of tricks of the trade of ukwelapha that you're going to get. Ukuthi lo muntu lo uma usuemukelile usuke yena-ke esazi ukuthi wena uyavuma ukuthi ekufundise in your sleep, ekufundise, ehambe nawe, ehlale nawe, ephile nawe, ekutshengise umsebenzi, umuzwe nawe egazini lakho noma emaphusheni akho, umbone ekukhombisa ukuthi-ke kunento ethile. Uyabona-ke uma uhlanganisa amakhasi kabhanana nobulongwe, ugaya, uhlanganisa, leyo nto iyakwazi ukukhipha idliso. That's what he knows. And that is what is the power that you have now embraced. And once yena as ukuthi you have now embraced and you naye usumkhululile emacaleni akhe because ususiklinile isikhwama sakhe, then there's a relationship and then there's a mentorship that happens in spirit between the two of you. Uzokutshela nanoma kufika umuntu ubhibha ilonda lana ungakazi usilaphe wena isilonda, kodwa ekhulume kuwena ukuthi-ke lo-ke osuke nesilonda esikanje, kwesisikhathi angakhulumi lesikhathi umuntu ehlezi nawe la, akhulume nawe usulele ebusuku, asho ukuthi uyabona-ke lo osuke isilonda sakhe singapholi sesibhibha kanjeyana, uzohamba uyolanda ama-orintshi uwahlanganise nolamula, uhlanganise ney'hlahla zikagamtrini, upheke leyo mbiza leyo, adle aphuze, uzosinda isilonda sakhe. Noma uzohlanganisa amafutha ekofishi othile, uhlanganise nokuthile nokuthile, ugcobe kulesi silonda, uzobe sekutshela-ke every mfihlo and alchemy ayaziyo yena. Even cancer uzoyibona usukwazi ngokutshelwa uyena ukuthi how do you deal with cancer, igaxa, ama-fibroids, wenani, because inyanga isebenza zonke lezo zinto ezisemzimbeni womuntu. That's the ukumukela-ke isikhwama. Le yokuthi ungene ekuthwaseni, it is not by going to your family, going to wherever, whether it's Joburg or ilokhuzeni laphaya kuphi njalo, angazi lapha la nihamba khona koMaboneng lezi ndawo lezi you can't walk a block without seeing a sangoma of all ages kulezi ndawo lezi esenithwasa kuzo manje. But anyway, the thing of ubungoma is a very specific initiation process that is very specific. The thing of ubunyanga is a very specific process engesiyona intwaso, but there's its own process. Akuhlangani lezi zinto zowu-two. It's not the same profession, it's not the same calling, it's not the same job. Yeah, they are not the same, and they cannot be done in one body by one person. Akwenzeki, but we are always expecting ukuthi njengoba ngisangoma nje ngizobuyisa indoda yakho because I know imithi, because why do I not know? Because I'm a sangoma. It's not like that. Asebenzi ubungoma akuhlangani nobunyanga. Ubunyanga is a very, very specific process of taking on the work, and ubungoma is a very specific process. So njengamanje ke sengitshelile lokwenyanga, I'm now going to give you okwesithunywa. Isithunywa-ke abaningi abafundi ngoba bawuJehova, bawuJesu, bacabanga ukuthi isithunywa is about Jesus and the cross and about izembatho zesonto and all of that, which is just not, it's not the truth. it's not true. Akuhlangani ne-religion isithunywa. But into engizoyisho ngesithunywa, isithunywa is never far from isangoma. If you have a really active isithunywa, most likely kunomngoma futhi somewhere there. And as a gobela, you have to take care of all of the three people. Ngoba uphehla lo muntu lo ophambi kwakho, who will have come with all three madlozis or zidalwa in him or her that are coming with work. That's a highly gifted initiate. And you have to take the initiate as a full package of someone who's got triplets. They've got a triple, they're triple danger. They've got isithunywa, they've got inyanga, and they've got isangoma. And if wena ungakwazi, you have to declare that up front and say ukuthi angikwazi ukulungisela isithunywa ngoba mina ngisangoma ngazi ukulungisa isangoma kuphela. Awusho ukuthi angikwazi ukuthi ngenze njani ke ngenyanga ngoba mina akaze ngithwasise ukuthi ngimukezise abantu izikhwama. To be clear. And then just in addition to the nyanga part, inyanga always as well as doing the connection with their own stalwa esebenza imithi nabo, you do go to train with a senior master nyanga ezokufundisa ke manje a whole range of things. Nayo ufika uyikhokhela inkomo, hayi ukuthi uyathwasa kuyona. Ufika uhlale nje ubusuku uhlale esikoleni, uhlale edeskini naleyo nyanga, uthi ke ngifundiseke ukuthi ke umuntu ucatshwa kanjani, insizi ihlanganiswa kanjani, amafutha enziwa njani. Ufika umnika inkomo yakhe lowo muntu aqeqeshe ukuthi ke ehlathini ke umuthi othile usuku ubuka ubona ngokuthi ube nje amahlamvu ayo nje, isihlahla lesi ukha kusona ngalendlela ukuze siqhubeke sikhule njani, ukhuleka emthini ukuze ulokhu uvune umuthi kanje ufunde naleyo. It's an apprenticeship that you go through. You don't have to have a twasa anything, nobani. It's just, here's your money, na inkomo yakho ngifundise. And izinyanga ziyayenza lento, sezizinyanga yeminyaka zisebenza, sekade zemukela isikhwama zasebenza ziyingqothovu zenyanga. They still, kuba khona isiguli esifika kumina ngiyinyanga kade ngisebenza, kodwa manje siphethwe yinto mina engakaze ngiyelaphe. Uyaya kwenye inyanga, ufike ukhipha inkomo yayo leyo nyanga, uthi ke ngikhombise ukuthi lento esengidibana nayo manje ngidila nayo kanjani. Ukhipha inkomo yale nyanga, le nyanga bese kunika ikhambi ke leli ongalazi wena. That is how isintu works in terms of what you call it, intellectual property acknowledgement and payment. Sikhona leso sintu ke esisho njalo ukuthi awukwazi ukuzothamela kimina, uzofundela kumina ukuthi lento yenziwa kanjani ungazange ukhipha inkomo yalomsebenzi wami, bese ngihlala nawe phansi ke ngikumukezele ulwazi wena ongenalo. Lokho futhi akusho ukuthi usuthwasa kulowo muntu. You are just getting what you need. You pay them, you go and you continue with your practice and do what you need to do. Lage esithunyweni bafowethu, isithunywa akusiyona umzalwane. Isithunywa akusiyona umzalwane, isithunywa akusiyona uJesu, isithunywa akusilona isistela, akuyena umfundisi, akuyena uthisha. Isithunywa umoya othunywa uNkulunkulu, umoya othunywa umdali, umoya oyi-traffic, ngizothini, oyi-messenger between wena nomdali. Umoya is not a person. Akuyena umkhulu wakho, akuyena ugogo wakho, akuyena umfundisi mhlawumbe owayepractice as umbishopi njani okungenayo, akusiyena. Akuyena umuntu wasentabeni, akuyena umuntu wasemanzini, akuyena umuntu wasemfuleni elwandle njalo. Akuyena umuntu ofuna ufastele yena, no, akusiyo umuntu, period. Umoya okuwo wonke umuntu okhona, every existing entity and being. Isithunywa sisebenza, it's that moya that people out there call the Holy Spirit. Thina sikubiza ngani? Isithunywa. That usher, it's an usher of divinity. It's an usher, a free Mandela free. It's free. You don't buy it from church. You don't buy it from a priest that puts you to the river. Ukuyokuhlanganisa naso leso sithunywa leso. Asikho isithunywa uzofika usifice emfuleni. Asikho isithunywa uzofika usifice olwandle. All right? Isuke kumoya. Moya that work directly between wena nomdali. So there are people okuthiwa abanesithunywa esikhulukazi. That just means ukuthi you as an individual, you have an easy access to isithunywa esihamba siye kumdali nemlayezo yakho, sibuye kumdali sizwe kuwe nawe futhi usizwe because you have easy access. It means your channels are open. It means awuvalelekile, awucindezekile kangako. So lo moya can freely flow through your vessel and do its thing and do what umdali is intending to be done, because you are responsive, because uvulelekile. Yes, right. Not because wawunogogo owayefaka isiphike esi-blue and white, or wawunomkhulu owayemfundisi owayebhabhadisa abantu njani. Not necessarily. uShembe wayenesithunywa wayenesithunywa esivulelekile, naye evulelekile esithunyweni sakhe, ethunywa uNkulunkulu with ease because of whatever it was conducive empilweni yakhe. Same with Christ, same with all the messengers of God that we know of. Abantu abasuke bephiwe ukuthi badibane nempilo ekwazi ukuthi ibahlanganise nomdali, noma ivule imigudu kubona, bakwazi ukuthi bemukele imlayezo kaNkulunkulu with ease. Hence they usually tell you ukuthi izwi likaNkulunkulu litheke mina, because isithunywa sabo siyagijima. Yabona, banesithunywa esigijimayo. So abantu abanesithunywa esigijimayo ke imsebenzi yabo, they do it with ease because it comes straight from source, and bona they are open to receive, and they are open to hear and listen and follow instructions because bavulelekile. Isithunywa ke nakhona ukuze umzimba wakho ukwazi ukuthi ukhulumisane nalesi sithunywa, nalo moya lo, ufuna umzimba wakho nawo uzinziswe, igazi lakho lizinziswe, and the right places in your body be open in a way that your receptors are open. So kunegobongo lesithunywa edliwayo, unlike what most people think ukuthi you just need to go enkonzweni yakwa St. John or kumaNazaretha or kumaweseli and then isithunywa sakho sizophakama. That's not true, because abanye abantu abanesithunywa, they are poets, they are singers, they are abathandazi, they are teachers, they are, all kinds of, they are painters, they are all kinds of things. All that means is that they receive from the Creator, because their bodies are conditioned to bakhalphile ngokulalela nangokuzwa lo moya ukhuluma, and then they're able to follow through and do what they're guided to do. Omunye ekwazi ukulalela ukuthi thandaza kanje, akhulume nje ngezwi, ekwazi ukuvula ngezwi ukuthi umuntu akavuke ekufeni elokhuze aphile. Omunye sebenzisa izandla straight transmit this energy and this power that comes through them, that is isithunywa, transmitted. UJesu nje was able to do that. He was able to raise his hands and heal people with his hands. Not just him. There are many, many all over the world, people that can do that through prayer, through their hands, through their different ways that they transmit this energy, are able to influence material things to do certain things. Abantu abanesithunywa-ke benze njalo. Abanye, they do it through poetry, and the abanye, they can move you to tears, and you heal your worries and your problems because bayakwazi ukushumayela ngendlela ebonakalayo ukuthi kunesiphiwo phakathi. So isithunywa siyafuna ukuthi wena muntu ngokwegazi lakho nomzimba wakho, you must be clear of all these problems. Isithunywa, when isithunywa energy or power is coming through, it usually expresses mangabe you had children miscarried, you have immunity that were used against you, and all these other things. Why? Because the energy itself of isithunywa cannot penetrate darkness. It cannot penetrate crimes. It cannot penetrate your digressions. Jengama, miscarried, terminated pregnancies, all these things. That becomes like a mask between isithunywa and yourself. Anything that is not purified. So it just as intwaso yobungoma needs you to be pehlad and to clean house. Nesithunywa-ke umoya waso unjalo, ufuna ukuthi ugeze izinto ezingama-shadows, namanzi amnyama, namacala, nani zonke lezi zinto, so that it actually comes through. Ingakho-ke manje usubona abantu bagcwala impophoma, umuntu usazi ukuthi no, ezami inkinga ukuthi nginesithunywa kufuneka siyokusholwa emanzini. Ufuna ukuhlanjululwa nje, ufuna ukuhlanjululwa the darkness of your days and the darkness of your ancestors' days, and kufuneke kuhlanganiswe idalwa zakho because they're rivals or they have conflicts, or the same as if you are becoming ubungoma. So ubungoma comes through genealogy. Ubungoma comes through ugogo mkhulu, makhosi, king, emperor, empress that was doing this work and is incarnated in you to do this work. It's a calling by an ancestor. Isithunywa is a direct messenger power energy that comes from that's between you and the creator. This energy is the electricity between the two of you. It's back and forth. It's not a person. Inyanga is a human who is an ancestor, and it happens by genealogy. An ancestor that did this, that is now wanting you to take this on and pass this on. A teacher that wants to teach you how to do this because they played the piano and healed people through music. Now they are giving you, and that's how you see kids that are 5, 8 years old playing piano and healing people using the piano. And by the way, ubunyanga is not just amakatakata and trees and plants and rivers and all that. Ubunyanga can be done through sound and through colors, through vibration, through all kinds of things, and science as well. It's a gift of alchemy, and alchemy, it's a whole range of things. Sometimes inyangas use crystals, which is part of nature, and so on and so forth. So those are the things. And with isithunywa and with isangoma, you need the medicines and you need the cleansings. You can't get away from the cleansings. With isithunywa, you need to be a vessel that has very disentangled entanglements. Entanglements that are ancestral and father, mother, grandfather, all these wires that are crossing, they have to be uncrossed, because whether it's isithunywa energy or isithunywa sesidalwa or isangoma or isithunywa sesidalwa esiyinyanga, that stalwa or that stunya or that energy has to penetrate through a cohesive vessel. You have to be in a healthy condition blood wise, and you have to be a healthy condition in your energy centers from the bottom of your feet to the top of your head. Your energy centers cannot have residue, trauma, and all of these other things. They have to be cleaned out. They have to be cleaned out. You have to clean your childhood traumas. You have to clean your ancestral traumas. You have to clean your conflict stories. You have to clean your debts, your ancestor debt, all of that. It's all channeling and funneling through the physical you that is living in this dimension, whether it's the Stunya coming through, that energy coming through, or the Sangoma ancestor that's trying to get through you, or the Nyanga ancestor that's giving you over the office of the chemist. All right. Lapana, this is now stuff that's in my book, so I can't crystallize it in this particular live, but just it's a process. It's not just 6 months here and you're done, 6 months there and you're done. The thing that is needed by the energy centers, there are 8 of them or even more, depending on how high you go. But because I forget what to tell you, and you're still there. I hope you're still there, not sleeping after all this. But because you talked about
I'm here. I'm listening. I'm taking every single thing. I'm here.
Okay, good. So because you talked about Amakosi, the thing of Amakosi is that you have to go through the steps of transitions and the stages of Ubungoma activation. The activation imimoya, there are 5 imimoya that you have to, each valve of those 5, you have to open those channels. Leyo mgudu yomoya, umdawo, umdiki, umnono, umhlozi, isithunywa, they have to be opened one by one by one, and they have to pour in medicine, impande, of those specific umnono, umhlozi, umdawo, umdiki, isithunywa, 5. And kufanele igobongo lelo, it must have, one of them has a blend of minimal 7 or 8 different trees in it, right? And there are 5 of them, and it's just the stage of like grade 1. Grade 1 is those 5 medicines, with those activating and opening those 5 channels of Imimoya. Then when you are walking now to the next stage of Ubizo, which is the calling, which now is you treating and sitting down the ancestor in you, that is the calling, that is calling you to the work. There is another level activation, and then after that, uvuma idlozi, meaning you take the oath, and that oath is a cow sacrifice. That oath being a cow sacrifice is you taking the oath that I was being pummeled and prepared to take. Now I can take this, and I'm making the oath I will do the healing only for goodness and not for harm and not for this and that. Uvuma comes with the cow sacrifice. That is the only time that you can hold the tools of the trade, that you can hold Ishoba, that you can hold Imiego, that you can dress like a Sangoma and so on. And you cannot at that stage dress with royal garb like Ingwe and all these things. Of course, now today, Umuntu just is in Epishweni for the first month, and they already have Ishoba, they already have Izingwe, they already dressed in all kinds of things. It's fine, we're not there. But when you finish with this Inkomo Yokuvuma, it is after that that you then take the journey of accepting the work of your royal ancestors. Your royal ancestors. Before then, you are just taking the work of one individual ancestor that called you to do the work. After that, you're taking the work at the royal level. This is after you've graduated as a Sangoma completely. It's an upgrade, basically. It's a crown initiation. That crown initiation means that you are now working on a national scale. It means that you can now collaborate with kings and queens of other nations because you've now entered into your your king and queens, and you have waded and worked through Makosi, the debts and the rivalries and the conflicts, not just of your family, Manje, but your nation against other nations, and you are resolving how your nations, your royalties, interacted with other royalties, the wars they had, the battles they had, the conflicts they had. You've walked through and you've made peace with other nations on behalf of your people, and you now stand as a whole nation, and your whole nation stands under you, because now you've taken your royalty to that next step. And that is when you can then represent lions and leopards and the royal animals, essentially. And that's when you can take Ikobongo Lamakosi or Ikobongo Labalosi. That's a whole bande. That's not just for, the ordinary Kobela, actually. My Kobela couldn't do it because she hadn't done it. Most Kobelas can't do it because they do not do it. And so it's a very rare thing, Jay, which you get to the stage of actually beating that, finishing that finish line and taking Lao Makobongo and going through the cleansing processes and fighting through the battles of your ancestors and Ungobe, that whole scenario of the royal lineages. And then when you finish the earthly lineages, you then go on to deal with the ancient, meaning the galactic times of your lineage. If you come from the star system, you come from the people of the sun or Aboslimela or wherever it is, it means you've done all of this planetary cleansings and atonements, and you fought all of those spiritual battles, and you've reset all of those ancestral records. You've paid to the tribunals on behalf of your galactic planetary families and what they, then you are a Sanusi. And the Sanusi is not just a word. It is the body of work that you've gone through and you've done, and the excavating that you've done back and back and back and back and back. Because essentially, Ubungoma, it takes you firstly excavating in your personal, and then excavating in your family, and then excavating in your nation, then excavating in your planetary, then excavating in your galactics, and further. And the more that you are actually in this work and doing work, it's not just intellectualizing or intellectually knowing all this stuff because you've read it in the books and stuff. It's actually that you've gone through your DNA and you've done the digging and you've done the rituals and you've done the cleansings and you've done the purifications of these representations in your own lineage as far back as, whatever stage. That is what determines whether uthokoza Dlozi or uthokoza Makhosi or uisanusi. That's the stages are embedded in yourself, and it's how much of that digging you've done and cleansing and atoning you've done that determines the title and how we address you and so on and so forth. Theoretically, it's one thing, but in actual fact, a sangoma cannot become a sangoma fully in 6 months. A sangoma, reasonably, a sangoma is between 3 and 7 years of the stages, or to just graduate and take oath. It's about the same length of time as what medical doctors go through. That should be the time when you calculate what actually the sangoma needs to do to get to a place of being at the correct level of accepting and making the oath and taking the work. Okay, and so right, so I'm hoping I'm hoping that that kind of just on the top addresses it. As I said, the book is coming, and it's going to just clear a lot of fog for individuals that are going through self-initiation anyway, because they do not have a guidance or they don't have anyone that can take them through. And people like yourself, in a way, it's like inhlagelele, because there are people along the way that claim they're going to do things for you, and then they do it wrong, and then you spend forever trying to address the wrong things that they've done for you, and then it's forever spending tons and tons of money, because you don't know when you first start what on earth is supposed to actually happen. And then umuntu wabantu uzokutshela ukuthi, oh no, it's just 1, 2, and 3. And then by the time you're done, it's 200,000 rands, when they've done nothing, in fact, with that money. And you're still back to square one, where now you have to start afresh. I had to go through initiations from scratch twice, because isangoma esangithwasa seqaleni should have just told me ukuthi akakwazi ukwenza lento le, because wangithwasisa the whole way through. Wangithwasisa ngeyinkomo neyimbuzi namagobongo nakho konke, but ngembethe. If wembethe, you cannot, nothing registers. Nguma ugubuzele, you cannot be, it doesn't register. And ingubo lena mayingembuliwe kuqala, ufana nokuthi wena ilokhu umbozwe ngengubo nje, inyongo idlayo idliwe bani ngoba phela ayidalwa zimboziwe, nawe umboziwe. And they did not think to unveil me so that mase ngidla leyo nyongo yenkomo. So I did all kinds of expenses, and it was done when I was not available. So I had to redo the whole thing, starting now, and then go through to register and make sense. So ezinye zezinto ke njengalezo angeke uzuzazi, and I didn't know them for 15 years. I was working namathwasa and everything else, but struggling, knowing ukuthi khona ongadonsi kahle lana, until I discovered this thing, with this veil, which I was told about before I even went to Ephehlweni. I just didn't understand what the hell they were talking about. I was told by a white woman, a psychic, tarot card reading white woman, who read for me in 96, I think, 2 years before I went to meet, before I met my Gobela. She told me with tarot cards and said, you were born with veils. Ngihlela phambi kwakhe ngizama uku-understand ukuthi veils, like what are veils? Leo. She says, well, I don't know how else to explain it, but you were born with veils and you need to remove the veils. And And I'm like, how do you remove the veils? And I'm trying to look at the cards to see if I see what the veils mean and what they are. And she did she said she would do a hands-on healing on me for 10 sessions, and that would begin to unveil. And all that happened during those sessions, those 10 sessions, she was putting electricity, energy in me. And I was just lying there for the first 3 sessions. And I was paying a lot for these sessions. I think it was $100 an hour. And I was lying there just thinking, God, I've just gone and thrown all my money. And on the 3rd session that she was doing this, she just would put hands on me, and I would be lying there on the massage table and feel nothing, fall asleep, and then wake up, and then it's time to go. And then the next session, same thing, same thing. And the 3rd session, I started seeing visions, like really seriously visions, and I never looked back since. But I never understood then if the veils were gone from that or if they were not gone from that, and they were not. And 2 years after that, I then met Michael Bella and started the whole process, graduated, left, practiced, did all kinds of work all this time. It wasn't until years of practicing and working that I understood what I needed to do. And I would go to an elder here at the village whenever I would come back to South Africa. And this lady would always say to me, engathi ngiyaqala phansi ngiqale phansi, mangithi ngiyakubheka ngathi ngiyaqala phansi ngiqalise ngezinto zokuqala, vele ukuthi angihlanze endlela engangidinwa ngayo engitshela leyo nto ukuthi ngiyoqala phansi. Ingazi ukuthi yini lokho ethi njalo mangizohlola kulo gogo, isangoma sangampela lesakudala ethi awushaya uvume, kuthi mangithi awushaya uvume ngithi jazz lo mama lona. Uyazi ukuthi mina sengikhipha iy'nkomo ey'ngaki, ngathwasisa amathwasa amangaki ukuthi ngingaqala phansi manje ngiyohlala emzini yomuntu, futhi kanti ile ndaba yale ngubo le. And then ngize ngiyilungisela mina ingubo. And I remember going to see, after ngizenzele from scratch, going back home again, because ngangihlala eCanada ngaleso sikhathi. Kwakufanele ngiqale ngihlole kulo mama kule sangoma, and then bese uyohlola kumyeni wakhe ohlola ngamathambo. So she would always tell me this, ukuthi ngathi uqala phansi uqale phansi. This time after I'd done it, ngafica umama sekashona. And I go to the husband, and of course the husband would always be seeing similar things anyway with the bones. Mayesehlola ngamathambo ubona zonke iy'nkamba zivaliwe, zonke iy'thebe, uthi wenze njani, kwenze njani? Ngithi mina ngiyilungisele. I removed the veil, ngaqala phansi amagobongo, ngangena ngembuzi ngey'nkukhu, ngaphuma ngey'nkukhu, konke ngakwenza from scratch. Uthi akukwazi ukuzenzela nje, awuzenzela kwenziwa. Ngithi mina nginakho-ke nje amathambo ayakhomba ukuthi sekuphelele konke. Uthi kuphelele konke. Ngithi mina ilokhuzana, ingubo okufanele ngembulwe yona, ngidliswa amagobongo sengembuliwe, sengikwenzile-ke lokho-ke. And that is how I began to truly understand ukuthi you cannot just faka umuntu egobongweni lokuqala because wafundiswa ugobela wakho ukuthi uqala ngaleli gobongo uye kuleli gobongo. You have to see what condition lowo muntu loyo is in and clean them up, unveil them, qhuthulula amakhizane abo, qondisa idalo nokuzalwa kwabo, qondisa amasiko akhe. Don't rush ukuthi nje ngoba ngimenzela igobongo. And then the other thing, ukuthi umuntu akwenzela igobongo elilodwa, kuphuma umuntu useqedile ukuthi uthwasile, uthwasa unyaka wonke, wawadla-ke amagobongo onke emoya nedlozi nani, cha, wadliswa nje igobongo elilodwa efika, and the rest was just angazi kwakuyini. So le ndaba-ke yokubhalansa zonke lezi zinto lezi ifuna ukuthi ekugcineni wazi ukuthi this thing needs to be in your hands. This thing needs to be in your hands. You need to not be afraid to ask hard questions before you even begin. Nawe uyibuze leyo mbuzo ukuthi njengoba nje ngiyothwasa idlozi ngiyothwasa idlozi ngiyothweswa lona am I correct with my ancestors? Ngizalwe kanjani? Ngiyaziwa ukuthi ngwakabani? Ubani lo ngithwasayo? Ngoba umuntu okuhlolelayo ekutshela ukuthi kufanele uthwase njani akuvamisile ukuthi kube uyena futhi ozokwenzela lo msebenzi wokuthwasisa. Ngoba kukhona abantu ababonayo kodwa bangakwazi ukwenza umsebenzi mase kuthiwa sekuyalungiswa ke manje. Uyibonile inkinga impela kodwa akayazi ukuthi ilungiswa kanjani. Makhosi Khari kuyezwakala mkhulu lapho.
Hey, Gogo, kuyazwakala. And do you know what's crazy is that now everywhere I go, wonke umuntu engihlangana naye ufuna ukuthi ngizolungisa kuye. Literally they said ukuthi faneke uze sizoqala phansi sikulungise. I'm like, what is this obsession yokuthi nifuna ukungithwasisa futhi? Yini lento engake niyibonayo nonke nifuna ukuthi ngize kini ngizoqala phansi, like what is this obsession with me?
Ngoba manje bona ukuthi unobizo, right? But bayabona futhi ukuthi khona nje ovele wabheda nje nawe and washiya nje ezinye inkinga ngaphezulu. Kufana nomuntu osuke manje ukhona umeselando ofikile ezokukhandela indlu yakho wabeka i-foundation epetukile washiya ke manje ukuthi useshiyela ukuthi kufuneke mase kufika owesibili sekufuneka eqale phansi manje eqaqa uphahla akazi uzoqala enze njani and if vele bengazi ukuthi intwaso yakho kufuneka ihambe kanjani ngeke beze bevume ukuthi besho nje ukuthi cha okwakho konakala kwaphetha manje mase kufuneka ngiqale phansi ke komele ngiqale ngigeze bese ngikulungisa izinto zakho kanje ngoba indlela ende leyo and uyazi ukuthi leyo nkomo yakhe futhi ngeke zeyithole maduze. And umuntu uma esethola isiguli esinjengawe that's prepared to pay whatever it is, just fix me, uyabona ukuthi uzofeyila halfway. Uma ekutshela iqiniso lokuthi inde le ndlela uzoyihamba manje because nothing was done. Nothing was done. If esikhundleni sokuthi do something, they just messed it up even further. So I have to kulungisa le mess up. Ngiphinde futhi ngiqalise ke manje ukuthi uhambe le ndlela ke uziyoqeda. And ababaningi abantu abazokwazi ukuthi bakutshela iqiniso because bajaha ukuthi wena the time uconsulta you are going to commit 40,000 rands so that they can mess you up even more. And there's no need to do that. Frankly, I'd rather self-initiate and just go thin as a rake,
yes,
sick as a dog, and just do my own thing. Ngoba manje ulokhu uthintwa abantu abaningi is another problem in itself. And
yes, you're correct, Gogo.
Idlekeza leya nyanga nalo yamkhulu nalo yagogo elokhu behlohla izinto zabo la kuwena sekufanele ukuhamba uklina ke manje uklina into engapheli.
Because even nendaba yengubo ngathi mangimbuza umama washo ukuthi no ingubo yakho wathi mawuvela kwamenyezwe esibhedlela ukuthi hawu inhlanhla engaka but uthi mase ngiphuma mase ngicela ingubo kwathiwa hayi ile omunye wakhomba omunye so
yo I'm telling you yabona ke leyo nje ke into eyasemandulo ke leyo nje ibhedlela nje thina nje sazalwa ngama-60s. They were already doing this. Amanesi were already stealing ingubo zethu beyoyiloya and ingubo yakho futhi if you come from royal lineage le ngubo lena it's even more of a gift and blessing because it not only carries the inheritance of royalty, it also carries the calling, the gift of your calling. Mayiloyiwe ke or intshontshiwe vele ayintshontshelwa ukuthi nje iyonekwa somewhere. Intshontshelwa ukuthi iyokhanda umuthi wenhlanhla because it is medicine in itself. it is good fortune as it is. So mawuyihlanganisa uyinyanga uyihlanganisa nemithi yenhlanhla, it is the ultimate magic essentially, and it is the ultimate destiny swapping. You are swapped destiny with the person that used your nsila yakho in this ngubo for concocting this magic situation. So abantu abaningi, especially in the last few years since COVID, batshela ukuthi uzale wembethe, and then umuntu alungisa ingubo ekwembula ingubo. Number one, awukwazi ukwembula ingubo uma umuntu engayazi leyo ngubo yakhe khohlwa, it means it was taken at birth at the hospital by the nurses who are selling lezi ngubo bedayisela inyanga. Balinde lokho nje. If they're in a maternity ward, akekho unesi ongazi ngaleyo nto leyo, akekho. And iyangicasula lento ukuthi angibathuki inhlamba ngesi-Afrikaans enkulu inhlamba ngibathuki. Yes, ngoba bayazi ukuthi balindele lo mfazi ozobeletha la, into eyodwa nje abazoyibheka ukuthi ikhona ingubo la, and uyazi ukuthi kupheleni kwenyanga uzothola imali yakhe kuleyo nyanga leyo. So if uzokwazi uzokwembulwa ingubo, awukwazi ukuyembula ngaphandle ukuthi uqale uhlambulule lo muthi lo ocuye ingubo le wahlanganiswa nomuthi. Loyo muthi vele uhambisana nezilwane, uhambisana nenyamazana ezithile, uhambisana nezipoko ezithile. Inhlanhla leyo isuke ihlanganiswe nokunye. So ingubo yakho iphefumula yonke le zinto lezi. So kufanele uqale uyihlambulule ingubo, and uma uzoyihlambulula ingubo, use 36 eggs. Uyihlambulule remotely noma ungayazi ukuthi iyaphelelaphi. But just firstly and foremost, khuluma indaba yokuthi wena uqashula zonke izibopho eziboshelwe engubeni yakho wazalwa uyembethe, uhlambulula yonke insila yakho nengubo yakho eyasebenza emthini yaloya, uhlambulula zonke ke izinto ezibambelele engubeni yakho ukuthi ayikhululeke ingubo yakho ibe clean. Ngo-36 lapho uzokwazi ukuthi ugeze-ke, uyageza impela ke ngalawo, kube khona okuncane futhi okungenisa ngaphakathi ukuze uregister nasegazini. Amakhandlela awanasidingo. Uma usuyisuse-ke umuthi ukuloywa, usuyembula ngo-18 wamaqanda. Separate ritual ke manje usuthi with these 18 eggs ngembula ingubo, nabadala ngiyabembula ababefike nami phansi kwale ngubo, ngiyabembula nomsebenzi abafike nawo, nenhlanhla namathamsanqa namathalente konke ababefike nakho ngiyakwembula ngale nkomo usho lo 18 eggs. Uyageza ngabo, uyadla futhi. Then kuzomele uma uzoyiphelela lento le, uzomele-ke ubese ungithinta u-ode isambulo, igobongo lesambulo, i-blend of medicines lezo elinesambulo phakathi. Leli sihlahla lesi okuthiwa isambulo siyafuneka-ke kuleli gobongo. Leli gobongo-ke uma usuwembulile, uhlambulula ingubo, wembula ingubo, wase-ke usuzongena-ke, usufanele ungene egobongweni. Ungena ngo-18 eggs, uphahle leli gobongo, ulivale ngo-18 eggs. But iyafuneka-ke lento le, iy'nkambi zegobongo zesambulo. And that's a full registry of ukwembula ingubo. Uyembula ngokuqala ukhiphe amakhizane kuyona, because isinomi kanjani noma ngabe ibhuquza wherever it was thrown in a garbage can esibhedlela or wherever it was, kufuneke wena uyithuntutheke manje with 18 eggs, and then kufuneka uyembule with 18 eggs, and then kufuneka isambulo, then uvule ngo-18 eggs, usuvula-ke igobongo usuliphethe, usuliphahla for 9 days, usuvala-ke manje futhi with 18 eggs. That's a full course of ukwembula ingubo. Anything else, bayangicasula abantu. Umuntu athatha into ngokuthi iyigugu manje ngoba useyibonile kodwa akakwazi kahle kahle ukuthi ifuna ukwenziwa kanjani. Angeke kodwa akutshele ukuthi cha uzongihlula. Nangu uHlubi ucela ukungena, ithi ngi-invite Hlubi.
Gogo, mina ngibongile kakhulu. I think I've taken everything that you have said. And I think I'm just going to have to sit down with myself and really do self-introspection, because I am not willing to go to another Sangoma or healer to get assistance. I think it's time I take ownership and allow these people to communicate with me ngendlela kuyiyona. And I think as time goes, once I start, because I really want to start with the process yengubo. I think once I'm ready with that, emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, I will then be in contact with you, and we can then discuss in terms of processing how it's going to go about, and where should it be done, how, when, all the nitty-gritties, and how much everything will be. And Ukoko will just take me through that process, because I feel like for me, that would be the first point of anything. Never mind what my Gobela did, how, when, who, what. That's another story. But I think the most important thing, let's fix the foundation first, and that is Inguboyam. And I think after that, we'll follow up with other things that come around that.
Yeah. And then, ungakhohlwa ukuthi unenqothovi yesangoma esikhipha imfihlo nenkipho ongeke uyithole. That's me. So phone me. Arrange the consultation. Sit down, do the consultation. The consultation is the whole 9 yards, right? Take note, make the recording, and then use that consultation as the basis of all the points now that you're going to mark this, get to this mark, get to that mark, because who are these people and what is ubizo, what are the messages, and uyithole yonke in one consultation, and then besuyihamba wedwa, and only just consult here and there mangabe ufuna like a follow-up or a feedback or something, but iqale with a consultation so that you can now see what lives in the ground. I mean, some of the things you already know, njengokuthi ufakwe izinto mhlawumbe or uloyiwe lapha nalapha, and khona amakhosi and khona umlungu, but instead of it being amanqampu in this way, a consultation will just bring it all home to one solid ground and layer and map. You take this on your own and do what you need to do.
Yeah. So Ukoko, where is she based, and how is the consultation in terms of fees?
I only do consultations online.
Online.
I don't.
Oh, okay.
And it just go to my WhatsApp. You'll find the number on the bio. When you send me a message, there's an automated message that tells you the cost and how I make appointments. So once you send me a proof of payment, I send you an appointment day and time within 3 days of your proof of payment, and then you call me at the time and the appointment, and you can record, you can write, you can do whatever, and we do the consultation.
Okay, noted, Gogo. I'll definitely do that.
Of course. Ngiyabonga, you really helped a lot of people and myself too to explain what we explained today. I think it was really helpful to us.
Yes, thank you so much, Tawaza Gogo.
Tawaza, of course.
Tawaza.
That was the tallest chef. Utuzamri Gogo, yo Gogo wavele summarize my spiritual journey and my life. Gonke. Impela kunjalo. Yeah, kungcono ke ngoba you've got some reference, something to refer to. Uposha uti yo Gogo, I'm struggling with my spiritual journey. They are silent and my life is a mess. Yeah, and bunzima ukuhamba wedwa. Uziva B, yo Ziva. kunjani lapho? Yay. Ay, amabhakede ahlaza. Cwe, kunjani? Uthi Vilakazi, yo, sawubona gogo. I feel so blessed. I love you so much. I love you too. Miss Vilakazi. Yeah. Siyabonana phela ngoba sanikezwa uTikTok. I don't know what we would do without it empeleni. And i-postgrad yobungo, my Mandla boy. I don't want to call you boy because you're a man, but my Mandla man, Mr. Gina Kunjani. Yo, it's good to have you. So a PhD Yelokuzana is not Togoza Josie. It's not also just Slay Queen Josie. It's because you've really been through the mud, you've been through the mill, and you've been wrong a few times. Usmen, Uti, ma'am, I can listen to you all day. You're so smooth with your tongue. Thank you. You're a great teacher too. Oh, ngiyambongela umkhosi okhulumayo manje for that. And then United Africa Corps says, was the veil the same as amawele ukumbathwa yiwele? Strangely enough, I also knew this when I was a child. Ukuthi ngangiyiwele kahle kahle, and then mase sekwenzeka this whole veil thing. Yalungiswa indaba ye-veil ke ngaqala phansi ke njani. And then it became more confirmed much later, even after that. Uthi oh kahle kahle ngoba wawiwele, some of the things should have been done twice. So anyway, I had to deal with that. But no, akufani ukwembathwa yiwele nokuzalwa wembethe. Ukhona lento yokuthi uma akhulelwe and then kube khona inxushunxushu nokuxabana emndenini njani ebese oyedwa walamawele esekhetha ukuthi yena no, it's too much, angizukufika this time, and withdraws. Ilapho ke uma athola ukuthi there's a bit of spotting while she's pregnant, it's because she's miscarried, or usebuyele emuva lo uwele obefike naye. So lapho kuphela kufuneke wena uhlanjululwe ukufa kukawele, ethulwe kuwena uwele nokushona kwakhe, because the death happened wena useswini nolokhuzana naye. So kufuneke kulungiswe lokho, ukuhlambulula iwele, and then kungenzeka ke ukuthi ngoba kwesinye isikhathi iwele manje libe sengazuthi lihambisana nawe when you are in the living, kodwa lona ngithi lenda. So lapho ke kufuneke ukuthi wenze usikwana lokuthi umkhuphule uwele aye yena la okuhamba khona abantu abangasekho eyidalweni or ekhanyeni or kumdali wakhe, so that you don't live a double life or having to do double sessions every time you do usiko sekufuneke wenzele newele lakho njalo njalo. Uyakwazi ukumgodusa kahle, umqedelele indlela yakhe ukuthi ahambe aqhubeke kuhlambululeke lokho kumkhubazile emhlabeni njani aqhubeke uwele. But wena kufuneke ngoba naniseswini nobabili wenganyelwa wena isifo. That's a different scenario than amalokhuzana. That's a different scenario than ingubo, this veil. This veil, umhlwehlo, literally, it's a second layer of a membrane that's around the child, the baby, in you, or in the sac, meaning. So lokho kuyi-birth veil nje ifuna a whole set of treatment kufanele wenzelwe yona to fully veil you. Now this goes with other types of healings and treatments that must be done, like for example uma uzalwe ngokumiselwa, meaning that your parents had to have some kind of fertility treatment whether ngesintu or science. There you have to have a whole range of customary rituals to be done for you. Same thing if you were born ugaxile, meaning the umbilical cord was tied around your neck. Some babies have this thing strangling them. They have to have that unveiled. That's similar to i-birth veil and ukuzalwa wembethe kuthiwa uzalwa ugaxile. Kwesinye isikhathi la intambo le the umbilical cord crosses the chest of the child. That's another scenario where you have to be uncrossed and that freed from that. Otherwise, izinto zakho ziyabambeka. Okay, and then let's see. The tallest chef. Wait a bit. Oh, lo bese invite. Oh, ngizok-eda ke. Mr. Hutton Williams. Manje ngoba anikwazi ukuyingenela. Okay. Brian, you can ask.
Makhosi sanibonani, asikwazi ukuyingenela. You put settings so that no one can do it.
Hey, Mr. Hutton Williams. You and your brother are here today, your warrior brother.
Mandla ngimbonile. It's been a minute. Hey, life does take over a little bit. As you are well aware, lana kubo I don't know love. Kusuke kube ngenye into ke makhosi. Kube up and no, because I just wanted to say, but anyway, you say Hambili, Utole Chef, he was quite lucky. All I was trying to say, you know, some of your teachings and the interviews that you do, Makosi, really elaborate most of the things that you were talking about. The one that comes to mind the most way I felt Lana Makosi Shaile Ube Hamanen Jonjo was the poor one that you did with Umpo. That interview
was made in heaven.
Yes, that's why because it's always there on YouTube. Sometimes it's helpful because the way you broke it down on that interview, even Nati Makos would understand would understand clearly. There is no problem. But in any event, I just wanted to have a quick update. I'll have Udadewet who will be coming over. So I'm going to have to ask for all sets of books, which at least you can come back with them for myself.
Awumeke imali kumandla usayibonile on lokhuzana on
yes.
Right. In a photograph. Mandla, if you're still there it is, Baba.
It's
and
beautiful.
There it is. And I was so shocked to my printers did such an impeccable job for a hardcover. And it's such an amazing quality book. It just paging through the pages, I'm just like, is this me? I always pictured something would really go wrong. I would try to do this thing of printing a book, and I would just be going through different prototypes or samples. It came exactly like this in the boxes, and I'm just like thinking, what timing and what perfection. It's so gratifying.
It's beautiful, Makose. I'm excited. Of course, I'll be using the Kindle one more than anything, but I need the physical ones in case, as you are well aware, that they like messing around with us. So I won't be caught unawares. I won't be caught unawares. No, Makosi. I just wanted to come up here and say, thank you ever so much for all you do for us and to try and give courage to Tole Chef, because I don't know what I would have done without this particular remedy, because it has fought for me beyond any kind of muti, any
Yeah,
kind of thing. It is the
yeah,
thing that I use, and noma kuthiwa ngihlangabezana nobani ngiyayithemba. And of course, ngilo best friend wami kahle. Though you don't like his activities sometimes, Makosi. Basuke ngathi
yeah.
kuhlumile ngihle ngithi hayi no ngeke ungishiye phansi asihambe. Asambe. So no, Makosi. I just wanted to kudlulisela phambili ukuthi, I'm going to ask my sister to have those books because she'll be within South Africa. It will be easier for you to post to taxi and then she comes with them
Yeah,
rather than doing the whole
absolutely.
DHL thing and whatever.
No, liyabiza and ziyasinda lezi ncwadi lezi.
We need them. I mean, I am replacing le ncwadi yabo ngale eyenu Makosi. Futhi anginayo nje nhlobo. Le ncwadi yabo le ye-religion.
Ngiyayibona. Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
the one that I need. That's the one that it should be an
The
heirloom.
thing is, the triplet. Well, of course, manje. I'm almost on my 300th page of this 550 page. Le ekhuluma ngentwaso straight. All the things we're talking about here today, actually, they are in that book. There's that, and then the final one is my journey, my legacy, and so on, which will come. But these three as a
Yes.
package, yeah, no, I think Amakosi really planned it and really made sure Uguti, what's left in print is for Black persons
Yes.
and for people of the sun, whatever race, species they are,
Yes.
that they know the deepest core truth about Istunywa, truth about Isangoma, and truth about ancestry. Those three books really cover those things.
Grateful, Makosi. I don't want to waste much of your time. That's just what I wanted to say and pass on my thanks yet again.
Makosi, I'm so glad to hear your voice. It's been a long time. And let me answer lo uwelelan.
I kulungile. Thank you.
Okay, so abazali mangabe kuyibona abamiselwa, you have to do the same imgomo to unmiselwa, depending on how. If bamiselwa ngokwesintu, kufuneke lezi zizwe or abazaliswa ngazo ziyekiswe, because you will end up not being able to have sexual intercourse, going through long periods of celibacy. Your money, your what you earn goes to these entities because izona ezakuzala, right? So they behave like your parents, they behave like isizwe sakini, they behave like they own you because uzalwe izona. So you have to end that contract. You have to vala that expectation. And also you have to kufuneka ubethule ekutheni belokhu bekugadile, because zizolokhu zikugadile lezi zizwe, lezi nyamazane lezi, as their child and treating you like you are still a child. That is if you were born ngokumiselwa noma abazali, it's the same thing. If abazali bengazange benze imgomo yakhona, it's passed down, this responsibility yezizwe over you. They'll always be watching you like their child, and you'll always be having to ask them or pasha to them, or it's not a good life. It's not a good thing. And uma uyiwele, you need to do the rightful things regardless of abasekaya. Abasekaya are never helpful, and I don't even know why bekfihlele ukuthi uyiwele. Then they won't always be helpful, so you have to help yourself. So kufuneka uze esigodlweni ufone wenze consultation and then see what iwele lakho needs to do, to have done for them, so that nawe ukwazi ukuphila impilo yakho iwele lakho lingengameli kakhulu in your own life, right? So kunjalo ke bangani, I'm happy to have everybody who's here, particularly my warriors, Uhaten Nomandla and Uziva. I haven't seen her for a while. And yeah, so Zama Uti in the next days leading up to, say, the Women's Month or something, to just be regularly coming and addressing different questions. Today's questions were very good. I really happy with how far we got with that. And so, yeah, Nibene Sunday and Sasa, and I may or may not come back tomorrow, but if you leave your what you call them, your notifications on, it should notify you when I do come on, because I also come on randomly, but usually at 9:30. If I do come on, those are the times, and then you won't miss the consultation. The books are available now. Well, the Divine one is available. The other one's available next week, and the other one the week after that. But they are now live on Amazon.com. So whichever country you are, they are available both as hard copies and ebooks. So if you want hard copies, you can order from Amazon, and Amazon delivers from your home country. And if you want electronic copies, they are also available on Amazon. Istunya and the Divine one are now live on Amazon, so you can purchase whether hardcover or softcover or an ebook, and be able to get started on your search and your investigations and your assessment of life based on. And then the rituals are in the books. All the books have different rituals that are specific for the books. I have master rituals in the back of the book, whichever book it is, that is a master ritual relevant for that particular theme of the book that is being addressed. Towards Makosi, I'm so happy to have talked this much about this much, and so bonana soon. Take care and good night. Sindiswa, siyabonga uthi siyathokoza mntomdala for the deep and broad spiritual teachings and guidance. Mathongo amnandi, ngizolala kamnandi kanjani. It was very good for me too. Ngiyabonga. Good night, Sindiswa.